everybody, or good evening, or good morning, whatever it may be for wherever you are. My name is Thor Jensen. I'm a musician. I live in London. I play the guitar. I sing songs. I write songs. I play guitar for other people. All the things one must do to make a living as a musician. I like to make videos about music and how I go about doing it and my experiences. If you dig it, think about subscribing. I appreciate it. I want to talk today about stepping away from things. I've had a couple of videos about a Telecaster I've been building. I've been building it, or it's been in the works for a while now, about a year, because it took a long time to get the parts. And I got it not necessarily as a replacement for a Telecaster I have and love, which is right over here, but I got it as an alternative, something that would cover other ground that this Telecaster doesn't do. Mostly, I just wanted something with a thicker sounding neck pickup. So it's now been a few weeks of having this, and I've been spending a lot of time tinkering. And I thought I had it dialed in, ready to go. And then I tinkered some more. And then I tinkered some more. And before you know it, I'm spending more time tinkering with an instrument than I am playing my instrument. So I decided to put it in a case and put it away. I have some gigs coming up that I need to play electric guitar on, and I need to spend my time more wisely playing music. So I put that guitar away, and I took this out. This is an example of tinkering too much. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous guitar. Look at this thing. Look at that. Look at that. Look at I don't even know if it's going to come out, but the flame on this neck is crazy. This is made by Healy Guitars. Trevor Healy is a brilliant, brilliant luthier based in East Hampton, Massachusetts. And I discovered his instruments, and the second I played one of his guitars, I immediately found him on social media, realized I was just a couple miles away from him at the time, and got in my car and I met him. And I played one of his instruments, and I knew right then and there I had to have one eventually. So I got this, I don't know, just shy of a couple of years ago. And it's chambered pine. It's got a roasted maple neck. It only weighs 6 pounds. It's the lightest guitar I own. The lightest electric guitar, by far. And he originally I basically got the options that I chose for it were things that I've never had before. I've never had this type of vibrato, and I had never had Dynasonic pickups. So he put some TV Jones Dynasonics in. When I got the instrument, absolutely loved it. Really is a mind-blowing instrument. He has this attention to detail in his setups and his fretwork and in everything. His guitars play more in tune than any other guitar I've ever played. I have the amp set extremely low, so you probably can't hear it through the mic, but and it's not so much the staying in tune part of it, that's just, it stays in tune really well, but it plays in tune so beautifully all the way up the neck. His the nuts that he makes on his guitars are incredible. Never thought I'd get excited about the nut of a guitar, but when Trevor does it, it's amazing. But I fucked this guitar up. So it had the Dynasonics in it. I was on tour with Postmodern Jukebox last year, and those pickups in this guitar and my rig just wasn't sounding right. And I have a thing, my typical way of thinking is that every guitar I have, I need to be able to use basically for every gig. I don't like to have a guitar that's like, it doesn't do that thing. I don't like that. I don't own many guitars. I know it looks like I have a bunch here, but I don't. You know, I have, I think, 7 guitars total. And I like to keep it that way. It got up to about 9 or 10 recently, and I've gotten rid of some. Um, and so I went on this crusade to get new pickups, and I got different pickups, and they didn't work. And then this was routed just for Dynasonics, which are very specific. So, like an idiot, I routed out the pickup cavities by hand. I mean, I used a tool, but I did it myself. I am not a woodworker by any means, and I'm not a luthier. I'm not a repair person. I can do a lot of my own repairs, but I guess the long and short of it is I've messed up a lot of guitars in my life, so I kind of know what to do and what not to do, I suppose. So I did a good job with the route, and then I got a set of P90s to put in. That's what this is, but I didn't use my head. I was too hasty, and I ordered a set of P90s that are made for a Gibson guitar. So the string spacing is different. So the neck pickup it didn't pick up the high E and the low E, which was, it's my fault. Lessons learned. This pickup almost gets away with it. I'm going to have to replace this pickup at some point soon. Had another P90, I put it in so I could play it. But then I put flat wounds on it. That changed everything. This guitar is just like this dream of a thing. I'm going to turn everything off. And I don't know if you'll be able to hear it. You'll be seeing more of this guitar. It just has this like beautiful old broken in sound now that I put flats on it. It already had a beautiful sound to it, but oh man, it's so rich and lovely. And it just makes me want to play chords, which I love chords anyway. And it's got me playing music again instead of tinkering with a guitar, you know? It's about balancing time. You know, I'd much rather be practicing than fucking around on a Telecaster, turning screws and changing pots and doing all that stuff. There'll be a time for that again. But right now, I need to get back to playing. So sometimes you just got to walk away. That's the whole point of what I'm getting at here. You just got to walk away. You got to focus on what's important to you. And what's important to me is playing music. So as much as it's also important to me to have functioning gear, I had to take a step back and remind myself that like I have functioning gear. Maybe that's not functioning gear right now, that Tele that I've been building, but I have another Telecaster that's fantastic. I have this beautiful Healy. I mean, look at the burst he did on that. It's beautiful. It's not a nitro finish, but it's some sort of like water-based, very, very thin coat. It has this delightfully shiny spot here. For the good fact that the guitar is so young, I've already like messed it up pretty well. But it just rules. You'll be seeing me play this more and more. I don't think I'm going to be playing it for my gigs this coming week with Ashley Campbell, but just because this is not with the flat wound strings. Shredding is not exactly this thing's forte, and I don't do a lot of shredding, but there's going to be a couple of songs in the set where I have to play pretty fast. Telecaster's really good at that. Also, Telecaster, there's like no moving parts. You know how Teles go, you know? It's like, man, this is basically a cutting board. So it's like there's no vibrato, there's none of that. It's very easy. So if something goes wrong, it's easy to handle. But yeah. But I'm back to playing. That's the important part. Because again, functioning guitar, functioning amplifier. Everything's good in the world. So you know what? Sometimes do yourself a favor, walk away, and just play your guitar. Just play some music, man. This was a little ranty and all over the place, but I think you get the point of what I'm trying to say. That's it for now. So enjoy yourself, eat good food, be nice. See you later.